Are you trying to understand the competitive forces in your industry? Look no further than Porter's 5 forces. In this video, we'll dive into what each of the 5 forces are, how they can impact your business, and share some real-life examples. Whether you work in a small business or a large enterprise, understanding these forces can help you make strategic marketing and business decisions that give you a competitive advantage. Porter's 5 forces is a framework developed by economist Michael Porter in 1979 that is used to analyze the competitive forces within an industry. This framework helps businesses understand the forces that shape competition within an industry and how these forces can impact their profitability and success. The 5 forces that make up Porter's framework are threat of new entrants. This refers to the ease with which new companies can enter the industry and start competing with existing companies. Factors that impact the threat of new entrants include the cost of entry, access to distribution channels, and the presence of strong competitors. To give an example, if we look at the car manufacturing industry, the difficulty that new companies face is a high barrier to entry, such as the need for significant capital to develop and manufacture vehicles, establish a supply chain and distribution network, and gain brand recognition. Threat of substitutes. This refers to the availability of alternative products or services that can be used in place of the ones offered by the industry. The greater the availability of substitutes, the more competitive the industry will be. Think about bottled water industry as an example. The increasing popularity of tap water filters, home filtration systems offer a lower cost and more environmentally friendly alternative to buying bottled water. Bargaining power of buyers. This refers to the ability of consumers to negotiate lower prices or better terms with competing companies in the field. The more power buyers have, the lower the profitability of the industry will be. Let's think about the car industry as an example. Buyers now have the ability to easily compare prices and features of different models online, giving them the ability to negotiate for lower prices or demand additional features when purchasing a car. Bargaining power of suppliers. This refers to the ability of suppliers to negotiate higher prices or better terms with the companies in their industry. The more power suppliers have, the lower the profitability of the industry. Think about the fast food industry as an example here. Major food suppliers to these chains can increase their prices for their products, which ultimately leads to pressure on fast food chains to raise prices on their menus in order to maintain their profit margins. Rivalry among existing competitors. This refers to the intensity of competition within the industry. The greater the rivalry amongst competitors, the lower the profitability of a set industry. One example of the rivalry among existing competitors is the airline industry. If we look at the intense price competition that occurs between airlines on popular routes, this often leads to frequent fare sales and other promotions in an effort to attract customers. Now that you know what the 5 forces are, how can you use them to your advantage? Here are a few tips. Look for ways to make it difficult for new competitors to enter your market. This could include patenting your product, building strong brand recognition, or forming partnerships that give you an edge. Focus on building strong relationships with your customers and suppliers. This can help reduce their bargaining power and make it easier to negotiate better terms. Look for ways to differentiate your product or service from potential substitutes. This could include offering unique features or providing excellent customer service. Keep an eye on your competitors and look for ways to stay ahead of them. This could include being the first to bring a new product to the market or offering a lower price. By understanding Porter's 5 forces and using these tips, you can position yourself for success in any industry. So go out there and start using this framework to understand competitive forces and use them to your advantage. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all of our new content.